Alrighty guys, this is I, Chrissy Girl. Welcome to part 31 of my Pokemon Black playthrough. And I am a complete and utter idiot. I did not notice that I had the cursor arrow from the computer hanging for like the first couple of seconds. I suck. Okay, so in the last part I basically caught a bunch of legendaries, well 3. Cobalion, Virizion, and Tornadus. Tornadus, ironically enough, I caught on this route, so it's a nice transition. I can just go straight on into exploring this route, considering now that I've caught the bugger. And I'm praying that there's not going to be any bloody annoying lagging in this part, because, oh my god, it's driving me batshit! Okay, so I'm going to switch Pinto out because this is a bad matchup. Very bad. Scrafty's a dark type. You'll eat Pinto for breakfast. Tyrion, on the other hand, Tyrion can beat this guy easy. Tyrion is the man. The man with the hammer arm. Okay. I didn't actually take it out in one hit like I initially wanted, but, you know, blimey, that actually hurt. My goodness. High jump kick. Don't fucking doubt it, man. Me and Fu, okay. I am gonna switch out here because Tyrion's only got, like, very little health left, and in any case, Tyrion would only have been good against Scrafty because Scrafty's part dark type. Me and Fu is pure fighting, I think. So, Gale's the man for the job here. Okay. So, that takes care of that battle girl. Okay, so I'm going to heal Tyrion up. Because let's face it, leaving him with such low health would be such a bad idea. Okay. I think I've done that now. That's it. Come on. That's the problem when it's all happening on the bottom screen and you're only recording the top screen because you're a lazy person. There we go, I'm swapping the experience share around. I now have 2 of them, which is kind of handy. I don't know. I just tend to be okay with just using the one. Okay. Now I've healed up Tyrion. And I'm going to slap a couple of rare candies on. Some people don't agree with using rare candies, but I say, you know what, I got the fucking items legitimately enough. Why the fuck not use them? Rare candies, I don't know if I've ever explained this before, boost the levels of your Pokemon by 1. So they raise your Pokemon's level. So like if you give your rare candy to a level 32 Pokemon, it will become a level 33. And so on. I know there are buggers out there who like to cheat with rare candies and just basically slap, you know, cheat 900 rare candies into the game and just slap them all on their Pokemon at once. But I find that that doesn't boost their stats at all. Not properly. I don't know. I think it has so much to do with EVs and IVs again. Again, I'm not a Pokemon obsessive. I don't know all of this shit. I just play the games for fun. I don't make the effort to learn everything there is to know about, you know, Pokemon and all of that. It's a fracture. Okay. Again, I believe it's an ace trainer. So it's kind of like saying, oh, you have to be really darn good to tame a dragon. I'm on the epilogue of A Dance with Dragons, which is the final book in the A Song of Ice and Fire series at the moment. Winds of Winter will come out and I will be glad when it does. Because I'm practically at the end now. For the time being, and I'm gutted. I'm really gutted. I love these books so much. I'm going to read the new J.K. Rowling book next, but I'm going to need a bit of time to just come to terms with the fact that I've finished them, and maybe do a video on my vlog channel, just basically talking about what I think of the book, because it's fantastic. Well, the books are fantastic, I should say. Feast of Crows is the weakest, easily, but even then I kind of enjoyed reading that. Oh, this lag is driving me insane. I mean, it's not as bad as it has been, but it's still annoying. It's not running smoothly at all, and I don't like it. And that is why Future Sight rocks. Just a pity that I get rid of it. Acelgor? Is that how you pronounce it? Acelgor? Acelgor? I don't know. I don't know, actually. I'm just gonna call it the ninja, because it kind of looks a bit like a weird ninja. Ninja mummy, there we go, ninja mummy. It looks like a mummy and a ninja. Oh god, now I've got an image of a ninja mummy, and it's just kind of a bit freaky. Okay, that takes care of another ace trainer. These guys can't be that ace, really. They're not that great. Okay, a veteran. Oh goody. I love how all, like, the particular types of trainers all look the same. Like, all ace trainer boys and girls all have, like, blue hair, and they all look identical. I mean, I know they had to kind of, like, have a fit-in description, but still. I'm going to switch out just because I want to get through this place quite quickly. There is a few battles that there are, you know, that I have to fight and all that, but I want to get through this place quickly. The only problem with that is Defeatus has now kicked in. Fuck you, Maractus. I was under the impression you weren't that great a grass type Pokemon, and you damage a Gale like that. Gale will thrash you. Blimey, knocked it out even though Defeatus kicked in. My word. Gale is the man. Gale is the man. Okay, I'm going over to Tyrion for this because Cryogonal is an ice type, so... Oh, this lag is driving me mad! Lag like this should be illegal! Oh, Fleblets, you. That should take you out relatively easily. Okay. Okay, and Alomomola. I still don't know how to pronounce that fucking name. I don't watch the anime. I don't care too much for the anime. I mean, when I say that, I mean, I do have a few of the episodes, like, I have it on DVD, the anime, but, you know, it's not a spectacular anime. I mean, it's a good anime for, like, nostalgia and shit like that, but, meh. It's all the same shit, again and again and again. That's what it all boils down to. That's why I prefer the Digimon anime. Oh my god! Blasphemy! Mentioning Digimon in a Pokemon game. Well, so fucking what? I preferred Digimon as a kid, I admit it. I did see the anime as a kid. The Pokemon anime, that is, and I didn't go much on it. When I first saw the Digimon anime, I was instantly hooked, and I would literally run home from school every day just to watch the fucking show. I loved it so much. I was mad about Digimon as a child. Mad about it. Like, you know how you have obsessions and it's the only thing you care about? As a kid, that was me. With Digimon. Oh, it's Cheren and Bianca. Yeah, I'm going to the Pokemon League. Okay. Look, I've handled you how many fucking times now? Oh god, that sounded wrong. I've battled you so many times and beaten you so many times. So what makes you think this time it's going to be any different, Sharon? I can handle this. I can handle N. I've beaten him many times as well. So Sharon's team, pretty much unchanged for the most part. I don't know if he's added anything to his team. I can't remember. Unpheasant. Meh. It's just an unpheasant. It's really not nothing unspectacular. But yeah, like I said, I was a big, huge Digimon fan growing up. I didn't particularly care for the Pokemon anime. Unfortunately, I never played a Pokemon game as a child until I was like 12 and I got the Game Boy Advance. So Pokemon Ruby was my first ever Pokemon game. Some people might say that I've missed out tremendously, but I don't feel that I have, in all honesty. Ruby, I loved Ruby, and it just helped me love the series. So really, it doesn't matter what game you play first, as long as you love the games, you know, love this game series in general. I admit it, the Pokemon games are far superior to the Digimon games. Far superior. I have a much greater time with them. I can play Pokemon again and again and again and love it each and every time. Digimon, not so much. I did kind of like Digimon World DS. I thought that was a great RPG, but only because it copied what Pokemon had already laid down. You know, in regards to like formula and, you know, it's the Pokemon formula all over again in that game. I enjoyed it, but even I can admit it's not as great as the Pokemon games. These are games that I can play again and again and again, and always love them. My husband seems to think that Embor looks like brains. You know, like actual proper brains. It must be the patterns on the front. I don't know. I don't see how it looks even remotely like brains, but okay. If I use an Embor in the Pokemon Black 2 playthrough, I'll call it brains just for him. But I was initially going to start with Samurott, Oshawott I should say, but now I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I should start with Oshawott or Tepig. So I'm just going to I've written down roughly what sort of team I want to use. And I'm just going to sort of like weigh up my options, shall we say. See which one I kind of prefer. Because I'm really not sure. There are two definites that I've got lined up, and the rest is just kind of up in the air as to whether or not I want them or not. I may ask my husband what he thinks I should use. But the main thing is I haven't used a water type starter yet. And I actually haven't got a water type starter lined up at all, so in all the Pokemon games I've played, pretty much, there's no water starter. So I feel like I should start with Oshawott in the next game, just to balance it out a little bit. So I'm leaning towards Oshawott. But I'm still not 100% sure, but I'm probably going to be leaning more towards Oshawott than Tepig, in all honesty. Oh, that's good. Sharon will actually heal your Pokemon before you set off on your merry way. And Bianca's going to give us max revives. Thank you. That is so helpful. Yeah, that's a good point. Stop taking everything so seriously in life. In life, you've got to lay back sometimes. Relax. Stop being such a stick in the mud. Exactly. I completely agree with that sentiment. In life, you help each other out. You don't be arseholes towards each other. There's no particular reason why I am ranting, but I'm just saying, I hate arseholes that just sort of try and hinder you and don't help. We're all human beings here, can't we help each other? Ah! Amoongus! Fuck you. Okay, well, we're doing quite well here. In the next part, I'm actually going to be tackling Victory Road, so we're nearly at the end of the game. I honestly expected this playthrough to go on for much longer than what it actually did. The playthrough is actually only 35 parts long. I'm obviously not including aftergame here. I've decided not to bother with aftergame. I've got too much on. So I'm just going to leave it. I might record a few, like, legend. I don't know, if I fancy it, I could record, like, a few things, maybe, from the aftergame, but I wouldn't be covering the complete aftergame if I did. Either way, I doubt it. I can't be bothered. And I've got loads of other things on my mind, things to do, and stuff like that. I want to get Pokemon Black 2 started soon. I've already deleted my old game off of it, traded all my good Pokemon over to Pokemon Black, and really, I just, you know, I just want to get a move on, really. Currently I'm recording Pokemon Fire Red Omega, so I really want to stick with that and get that uploaded to VG Playthrough. I will not be doing commentary on that, because at some point I would like to do Pokemon Yellow, and if I do commentary on a Kanto game, it will be an official one, and it will probably be Yellow because it was one of the first ones. It wasn't the first one, but it was one of the first ones, and it's unique enough as well, because Pikachu's your starter. You don't have a choice in starter in that game. It's the only Pokemon game I know that's like that, where you don't choose what your starter is. It's just, this is your starter, like it or lump it. You don't choose it. Okay. Boldor. How many of these fucking things have I seen on this journey? I suppose that's one that I'm kind of toying with using, is one of these Pokemon. I just think they're kind of cool. But as I say, I'm not 100% sure. I'm just kind of going with it at the moment, trying to work out what I want to use. Like I said, I've got two Pokemon that I really badly want to use. I'm trying to decide the starter I want to use in Black 2. The flying type I want to use in Black 2, which obviously depends on my starter. The fire type, or the water type, if I don't use the other type. I just don't know. There's a lot of good Pokemon that, you know, are really good to use, and I'm just trying to work out which one I want to use most, really. Anyway, there's one more veteran. Oh, no. It's a gift. He's not going to batter me, he's going to give me a Dusk Stone. Okay, so if you've got a Lampent, you can evolve it. So if you're interested, go right ahead. And I will gladly take Raw. I don't know why I went all the way back round. I think I was trying to make sure I didn't miss any hidden items or anything like that. Or trainers. Because that can happen. In fact, I think I did miss a trainer. Yeah, that's why I went up here then. I thought, oh shoot, I missed a trainer, I better go back up there. Black Belt Corey. Sork. Pothis? I don't know if I'm going to stick with Pothis for this. Sork is, I don't know, some Sorks have sturdy as an ability, so I wasn't sure if this one did, so I just played it safe by slapping Leech Seed on it, so if it did, it would stop sturdy coming into effect. But I don't know, because it might have a completely different ability, and I might have just did that for nothing. But Hey ho, I'm playing it safe, aren't I? That's what I like to do, is play it safe. Okay, I don't know why I bothered to coil. I was thinking maybe there might have been another Pokemon after Sork. And if that was the case, then I probably ought to boost my stats and all that. But as it turned out, I think this was his last Pokemon, so I really wasted that coil there. Nevertheless, I'm going to head back through the grass all the way around and continue on down here because there's an item, full restore, and another ace trainer and another veteran to face. Because of course you have to be really darn good to get this far. Sawsbuck. That's a new one. I haven't actually seen a Sawsbuck yet. The thing with Sawsbuck and its lower evolution, well, pre-evolution dealing, is that their appearance changes based on the season that it is. Sawsbuck. This is the spring version of Sawsbuck. You can probably tell by the, I think there's cherry blossoms or flowers or something on its horns. Their appearances change drastically depending on the season that it is. So if it's winter, it's not going to be having any of that on it. Any of those flowers or anything like that. And I kind of like that. I mean, with dealing, it just the colour of their sort of, like, should we say, fur or whatever it is changes. With Sawsbuck, it's a lot more interesting. The most change seems to occur with their antlers. I don't really remember a lot of these changes. That's too much effort! Jealous. I suppose that's one thing I like about Ace Trainers, is that they use Pokemon of different varieties. They don't just use one type of Pokemon or the same Pokemon over and over again. They do use a variety of Pokemon, and I like that. Because it means I can train up various members of my team instead of just one or two members of my team. Okay. That takes care of that. Oh, Cheyenne, I love that name. And finally, a veteran. And that should be it for Route 10 trainers. My god, I've come such a long way. Now battling up there in the big leagues with veterans and ace trainers. I'm no longer battling preschoolers. I'm strong. I'm going to switch Apophis out because Apophis is not going to stand a chance against a Beartic. Oh great, I didn't. Okay, I changed my mind, I didn't switch it out. I'm quite surprised at that actually. I would have thought I would have switched it out, but I've cut all the sound out so when I'm recording I don't hear my, you know, any sort of, the sound doesn't double over, shall we say. So I can't always hear what I'm doing. So that's why I got that little nugget of information wrong. Excavalia. Excavalia. Is it Excavalia? I don't know. I can't be bothered. It looks like Escavalia. I could be wrong about that though, but whatever. That knight's gone. Seismitoad. Okay. Now that is one for Apophis. I should be okay. It's 4 times weak to grass. Should be fine. It's only a veteran. Okay, that takes care of Seismitoad. And that takes care of that veteran. Oh my god. Well, now that we've finished that, there's only one more thing to do. One more obstacle. One more hurdle before I reach the Pokemon League and can take on the Elite Four. Oh my god! Oh god. This is gonna be awesome. Stay tuned for the next part where I will take on Victory Road.